All right, guys, welcome back to another great episode of Basscast Radio with your host, Brian Carter, and co-host, Hank the Bass Geek. What's happening, brother?
What's up, man?
I
You
guess
know me, banging and slinging.
there you go. It's crazy. I've been doing the other show, Let's Talk Fantasy Fish, and I'm like, I guess I kind of need to introduce myself. I guess I just think everybody knows who I am. It's like, all right, let's like I just get excited and ready to roll. Don't even think about it, like, hey, my name is Brian, by the way.
Nobody
So
knows who I am. I'm so
that's true.
used to just going, "Hey, Bass Geeks here." Every time I meet somebody, they're like, "Hey, what's your real name, by the way?" So I'm like George Stanley.
Dang.
I'm a great blues singer, folk. I can't even bluegrass. Woo!
There you go. There you go.
Holy macaroni!
Man, guys, what a show we have for you guys tonight. We have Mr. John Cruz on with us, going to give us a look back at his less than a pound win on the St. Johns River. By the way, guys, I had Bob Downey on Let's Talk Fantasy Fishing. So head on over, listen. We want to talk about that really, really quick. Somebody moved up to like 24th or 25th place after this past week.
Was it me? Because I ain't had a chance to
That
look.
would be the geek.
Yeah. I'm better than half the field now. I'm happy.
Yes, because there's 74 people playing. So, yes, you are.
Yes.
And
I was, 44, 40?
Yeah.
Something. It was
so
down. I was down there.
Heck of a comeback. So, but yeah, I'm still in the top 20. Blessed to be there because it was a heck of a weekend, heck of a tournament. Congratulations to Mr. Buddy Gross.
You know what kills me is I started to pick Buddy in that tournament.
Wow.
And I cannot believe I sat there and went back and forth between him and I won't say who I did pick, but he did pretty well too.
Right. We didn't go over your picks. But congratulations to everyone. I think next year we're going to do a cool little thing. Who can beat the geek? And we'll make something fun out of it. But
hey, we'll do that.
We'll have to do something.
But now I'm going to have to put work into it.
That's
right
true.
Now I'm just kind of going through there picking my favorite dudes.
Yeah. That's what it's become for me. In the past, my goal is actually to let someone else win. And I really was awful. Now it's like you really got to study. And we are studying. I ain't lying. I bet you I ain't lying, guys. I probably spend close to 2 hours working on a 15-minute show.
Oh, I don't doubt it, man. I know I ran a very competitive fantasy football league years ago. And holy cow, dude. I won 3 championships. And it was, I think I spent more time at work during football season going over football numbers than I did work. I don't work at that place anymore, so I don't care.
There you go. All right, guys, don't forget, our show has been sponsored by Third Eye Fishing, one of the hottest new companies in bass fishing today. Since debuting their first product in April of last year, Third Eye has released several innovative baits, including a finesse crawl designed specifically for the Neko rig, a swim bait with a one-of-a-kind sword tail, and many more. All Third Eye baits, guys, are custom designed and made right here in the U.S. of A. Check them out on social media, Third Eye Fishing and thirdeyefishing.com, and make sure to use the code BASSCAST15. BASSCAST15, guys, for 15% off your first purchase. Try Third Eye baits, and you will see the difference. So again, guys, thank you for Third Eye Fishing for sponsoring tonight's podcast. If you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you. DM us today on Instagram, Facebook, or hit me up at media@thebasscast.com. Cruz, man. We got Cruz on tonight, but let's hit up Geek here real quick. He's been dropping some YouTube videos.
TikTokage. If there's something out there, my ugly mug's on it. So, but we've been dropping a lot of shorts, TikToks, reels, some pretty cool stuff. Just helping people get ready for the spring, some spring tips. We're now my daughter's pregnant and supposedly might pop this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to be going to Santee Cooper next week, middle of next week. So I'd rather her pop this weekend so I can go next week.
There you go.
So we'll see what's happening, but we got some good fishing trips, and we're going to hit Del Hollow the end of March. A lot of good stuff coming, man. We're going to do some fun stuff.
And I hope he can get up here to Smith Mountain Lake and hang out with me. Or I come to him. I don't care. We drive. The wheels roll off the darn vehicle. I mean, if anybody wants to donate, that's what we need to donate to, especially gas going to $4 a gallon.
Yeah. Imagine, it's supposed to be getting cheaper right now. We won't get too much into this, but I dread to see what summer brings.
Yeah, no joke. Guys, we want to thank John Cruz for coming on with us. We'll be right back with Mr. John Cruz. All right, guys, we are back with Mr. John Cruz, Bassmaster Elite champion on the St. Johns River for 2022. Congratulations, brother.
Thanks, BC, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and give you partial credit because I was unbelievably tired, and we did that interview. I think there was something to it. So we're gonna do this one before the Bassmaster Classic. We can do another one next week if you want.
Yes.
Before the Classic, bring me some more luck, and then we can hopefully have special things happen. Because you didn't interview me before the Harris chain, and I didn't do very well. Just saying.
I'm going to say, first off, I have to apologize to you because during that interview, I told you I probably wasn't going to pick you in my fantasy picks. But I'm going to also take credit because I knew that gave you the extra fire to get out there and put it in the bag.
Let's just keep whatever this combination is we're doing. Let's keep it rolling, guys.
Yeah, dude, we really appreciate you coming on tonight. I mean,
we do, man.
Yeah, we really did.
Yeah, definitely. I always want to support my local guys and try to keep you guys on the on my radar and keep in contact with you guys. So absolutely, let's do this.
All right, let's talk about it, man.
We're big fans.
Yes. Let's talk about it. I know you've done probably 1,000 podcasts already because, now you're famous again. You've always been famous, but now you're really famous again.
Famous-er.
That's a word.
Yeah, not a word. So,
man, it has been kind of a whirlwind, really, because coming back, I've got a little short window here before I leave again for the Classic, and just trying to take care of a lot of missile bait stuff. Coordinating with the Classic and coordinating the booth for missile baits, and then with the win, it just gave me a few extra obligations. But that comes with the territory, and I'm glad for it. And I hope I have that same problem again after the Classic.
Now, in our earlier interview, you were talking about one location that you had found. You weren't going to do as much of the same pattern as you did before. I mean, in the years before, you fished a lot more of the up in the rivers and the little, some of these streams are wide, some of them are narrow. We've seen a bunch of people in different ones, but you said you were going to do something a little bit different this year.
For the Classic, you mean?
No, for St. Johns.
Yeah, right. I did something totally different. I went to Rodman and I fished deep. I fished a drop shot, and this is just a little sneak peek of a color sample which is what I caught them on. It's a color sample, and if it looks familiar, it is. But that color is not familiar because it's something that totally unique that I got them to pour, and then we're going to have this new project coming from us. It's a collaboration with another company. We're going to have that coming out probably in May. I'm hoping if everything goes as planned, we'll have it by May. And I think everybody will be pretty pumped because every time I look at it and every time I think about it, I get excited and I want to fish with it. That cool.
Excited me.
Yes.
That excited me right there. Just that little bit. I was like,
all the anglers in the office are like out of control excited about about this. And I was just thinking, I mean, Jesus, it's a straight worm, but I
Yeah.
changed up the proportions a little bit, and it's something that I've really wanted to fish with for a while. And the way that we're, who we're working with and everything, it's going to be pretty cool. But I was using that color sample on a drop shot, and that's what I caught I caught almost 27 pounds on it to the first day. And then I caught one on a chatterbait later in the day, just a half-ounce jackhammer with a Missile Base D-bomb on the back, bruiser color. Caught a 4.5 on that later in the day, and that's what brought me up to 28 pounds the first day.
That was a heck of a bag, dude. I mean, you had known then that, I got this in the bag. I mean, what made you think, during practice, was practice as good as you thought it was? Or, did you think throughout the event you'd always be practicing? Or
it was just kind of an odd event, the way it was set up, because we had some cold temperatures, but it was going to start warming up later in the week. But it wasn't warming up early enough in the week to where they were really going to make a big push to go spawning. I didn't think they would. A fair amount of fish did move up to spawn, but not like any kind of a massive wave. So it was really, it really kind of played into perfect to the way I did it. I fished deep the first day and a half, and then kind of utilized the shallower bite in Rodman and on the river. The days 2, 3, 4,
right.
Really kind of came in that way.
Now, deep being relative, tell us what depth range you were actually targeting down
in Rodman. I was fishing 12 to 25 feet of water. Wow. All the fish that 4 of the 5 that I weighed the first day, all had to have fin clips on them, because when I put them in there, it was like bobbers in there. Oh, wow. But largemouth, I think, handle fin clips a lot better than smallmouth. Smallmouth need to be fizzed immediately. Largemouth, especially when it's not real hot. Water temperature was in the 60s, low 60s. They can absolutely handle those fin clips and be fine to be released later, and then they'll get acclimated. That's how deep I was catching them.
Going into the final day, it had been a week of ups, downs, changes. We really never saw the rain that we were expecting. A lot of people talked about a lot of rain, moisture coming in, but we had cloudy, bluebird sky, cloudy again. Was there something?
We finally didn't get any like real dark skies.
Yeah,
we had some mixed clouds earlier in the week, but we didn't have any dark skies.
Right.
With rain, we got that the last morning. And that was one of the reasons I went to the white chatterbait. I put the shockwave on there, and I was looking for more of a reaction bite. That's why I switched up to the shockwave. It makes that chatterbait hunt and pop back and forth. That is my go-to when they're aggressive and I'm trying to cover water. So that's what I went to on that last day, and it paid off. I caught a limit probably around 16 pounds on that. And then I went up to Rodman, fished around, fished deep, fished some shallow stuff. Nothing was kicking up there. And I locked right before I locked back down, when a little rain squall came through, some wind, picked up the spinnerbait, caught one almost 3 pounds. That called. Wow. One I had about 2 pounds. I called up almost a pound, and then I lost a good one. And I was just hoping that one really wasn't going to cost me, but luckily I didn't need it.
What an event, brother.
Dude, it was crazy. It was awesome. I've been really blown away by the amount of support and congratulations and things like that from so many people. And then it's a number of friends and acquaintances and things like that were saying that they were watching live, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they were really into it, and they were nervous during the day and all that kind of stuff. Man, that really warms my heart and makes me want to, do it again that much more. It's just so I can bring some excitement again.
Back here to Central Virginia, guys.
Yeah, boy.
All right, the final day, Downey, man, he went on a tear early in the morning, gave you a little scare. Probably. I didn't want to bring him to Downey earlier. I had him on Let's Talk Fantasy Fishing, but this is a pound difference. Less than a pound was this win.
Yeah, it was. I knew that if he had 30, it was going to be tight. if he had less than 30, I thought I was going to be good.
What'd you feel like you had to come away with on the final day?
I was trying to catch at least 20. I mean, I was like, man, if I can catch 20 and somebody else beats me, they beat me. I just really, because I knew I was going to have to put it together. And I mean, 17, I felt like, was good. The two people I was really worried about were Cox and Massa.
Yeah.
Massa had been consistent all 3 days.
Yes.
And he was consistent again. He dropped another 17-pound bag. So I knew he was I figured he would have at least 15. So I wasn't going to win with 12. And then I knew that basically the middle of the rest of the pack was kind of a wild card. If one of those guys dropped a 30-pound stringer, they could be right in it. Patrick Walters, that dude can catch 30 pounds anytime he goes out on the St. Johns. He swung and he missed. He tried a few different things. I talked to him later. He tried a few different things, wasn't working. So, he kind of missed on that final day. But daggone if Downey's fish fired, and he sure enough sacked him up.
Wow. All right, brother. Wow. I know you didn't got a lot of time. We appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you talking with us.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on, and I appreciate you supporting Missile Baits. I know we have a relationship there, but I just, I want to say thank you. And hey, look here, we got 10-year anniversary T-shirts. We got 10-year anniversary hoodies.
That's
that
awesome.
hoodie is sick. I like the hoodie.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, the hoodie is cool. I like the hoodie a whole lot. I still wear my I Got Worm shirt out and about, even though it's got holes in it. So, I mean, I've only had that thing now for how many years, John? We're 10 years. 10 years. That's how long I've had it.
That's it. You're like, look at me. I'm old school. Suckers.
Right. I am old school. It was like I was in a coffee shop a while back here in Lynchburg, and it's like this girl was wearing a G.I. Joe shirt. And I said, man, your G.I. Joe shirt's cool. She said, it's vintage, sir. I said, damn, me too.
Like, shoot, I got G.I. Joes at the house, girl. What you talking about?
Yeah, no joke. I still play with mine. What the heck?
Cobra Commander with the Kung Fu grip, son.
Well, let's hit on this really quick before you go. We got 6 more minutes here. Bassmaster Classic. We're we're a week away from Media Day.
Yes.
How are we feeling going back down there to South Carolina?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because it's not going to be mega freezing cold, which is a good thing.
Yes.
For my fingers, and then it's not going to be really warm. So it's going to be kind of warm this weekend for the pre-fish period. We're going to get a little cold front early in the week, and then later it's going to stabilize and be kind of seasonable weather. I think it's going to make for some good fishing. I think the fishing will be good the 3 days of the Classic, just based on the weather. And I think guys are going to catch them a number of ways. I think there's going to be spotted bass that'll play a little bit. I think there's going to be largemouth that play a little bit. I think there'll be some mixed bags that play a little bit. You'll see some guys in dirty water. You see some guys in clear water. But that stable weather is going to be good for fishing overall. And I've got a couple ideas on things I want to try. I'm going to do something maybe a little bit different than what I've done in the past as far as a strategy, and I'm gonna see if it pays off this week.
Trying something different.
A little bit different, just a little different strategy. I don't mean like I'm trying the banjo minnow or anything. I'm trying just like a little different strategy that on a practice than I have really tried. It's something that I did in one of the tournaments last year. I'll just say this. I did it last year in one of the tournaments and I had a top 10. So I'm gonna try the same strategy because of the time of year and the type of lake, and I'm gonna see if it pays off.
All right, now we had Card and we had Patrick Walters on a few weeks ago, and the thing that they hit on a whole lot was the water level.
Yeah, the water's been full the last couple of years, and it's not going to really fluctuate much, but it's been basically full pool. Like if this was Bugs Island we're talking about, it's basically been 300 to 301 for the last 3 years. So it's not, but the last 6-8 years before that, it's been relatively low, like 4 to 8 feet low. Mm-hmm. Now it's been full for a few years. It's changed a little bit. It's got more nutrients in it. It's got more cover around the bank. And that's a good thing overall for the health of the lake too.
How much do you think it's going to take each day?
It'll take in the mid-50s to win.
Mid-50s one. Okay. Should we pick you for our fantasy fishing?
I'm picking myself for the fantasy of me winning it.
I want to pick him, but like now it might change the dynamic. So
no. You can't pick me. You can't.
I can't pick
me.
him. See, I'm not.
I picked you, so I mean,
I'll root for you because I always root for you, but I can't pick you. I can't pick you.
Okay, deal.
I can't pick you. All right.
Deal.
Yeah, I picked you, so I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I had you in there. I mean, guys.
Well, see, that was the biggest reason I couldn't pick you because I'm trying to beat him. If I picked you, I would have tied. So
I've had the best fantasy fishing I've had the best fantasy fishing ever. I mean, it's crazy we talk about this like it's some awesome thing, but I mean, people love it. It is awesome. I mean,
hell yeah.
I mean, I told him, I said, dude, I'm like 17th. I ain't never been 17th after 2 freaking events. I'm usually at the bottom somewhere like 50th or 80th, 60th. Cruz,
all right,
appreciate you coming on.
Man, well, I appreciate. Thank you guys for having me.
Showing us the baits.
We'll talk to you guys next week, right?
Yes, I will be there.
I'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. We'll do this again.
All right, guys. We'll be right back.
It was.
All right, guys. I really appreciate Mr. John Cruz coming on, carrying on, having a good time with him. Like I said, I mean, for you guys who we were blessed to have him on right before this event began. And then for him to win his second ever Bassmaster Elite Series event, we kind of felt a little part of it.
Yep.
I mean, he didn't really want to,
fun.
We didn't have him on. He was sitting there chilling, taking it easy, relaxing before day one, going out there and hammering them and getting that big lead. And then he just continued the lead throughout the whole entire event. And squeaked out a victory. There you go. I said squeaked out a victory. And that's really less than a pound. I mean, we're talking about like 94 ounces. I mean,
I think you might want to talk to him because I swear, I think he wants to do sort of the same thing the night before.
I know.
Just kind of.
He wants to be back on, guys. Talk about that. But
I've been forbidden to pick him in fantasy. So, so we can keep the ball rolling.
I hope he does well. I really do. It's gonna be an awesome event. Gosh, time is screaming by here. We're a week away.
I know.
I'll be running through the expo, glued to the TVs and trying to keep up with everything that's happening. But thank him for coming on. Thank for him talking to us about the event, showing us the winning baits. He had to roll on over to another show. But we appreciate that. But guys, next week we're gonna have a special episode, Monday night episode. We're gonna upload of Basscast Radio with Buddy Gross. If you guys didn't know, this is prior to Geek. I'll be honest. I feel like I'm cheating or something. But we had Buddy Gross on like his first year or two, like about every freaking event. We kind of run that thing with him. And he's an awesome dude, big time family man. And he just I think I'll be honest, I kind of consider him, I know he's a big dude, like crush you. But like a Denny Brower or someone like that, real quiet. You don't hear a lot about him. But when he, I got a photo on my phone of him, like, yeah. So, I mean, he's kicking butt. So we're gonna have him right here on Basscast Radio after finishing up the Florida strand. Then, like I said, we're heading on up to South Carolina, and then I got it here somewhere wherever we're going next. I mean, it's all over the place, but we're ready. So we appreciate him coming on and talking with us. One last thing, we have a group on our Basscast Facebook page. If you head on over, we have a group for Basscast Radio. And I really want to say this. We've had a great success. We have 200, almost 300 people who are following fantasy fishing.
Nice.
And the cool thing is I'm noticing, I'm blessed. Thank you guys, all of you who follow us on social media. I mean, we got like 10,135 people on Facebook, but the engagement that we are getting in this group, I said, let's start a group for Basscast Radio. And that way, maybe you guys can, we can get you guys questions, get them answered, and get you guys more involved with our show. I mean, I'd rather, some nights I'd rather be sitting here just going, what's the, getting your questions answered by these elite, Major League Fishing, MPFL. MPFL starts this weekend, by the way, guys. Make sure you're following Soko.
Yep.
God, there's so much going on. Go ahead.
I talked to him on the trip up there. He's he says it's going to be a pretty bad storm tomorrow. Said they're raising the lake 30 feet this week. Yeah,
that makes a huge difference.
It's going to be he said it's setting up to be a tough and crazy tournament. So, but I tell you what, if anybody can figure them out, that man right there can.
So, this weekend, guys, NPFL, head on over, check out their website. They have a live weigh-in.
It's not even this weekend. It starts tomorrow. This tournament, for whatever reason, is during the middle of the week.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Starts tomorrow. Wait. When will this be out? Tomorrow?
This will be out Thursday.
Oh, okay. So it started Tuesday for you guys, or Wednesday. So yesterday.
Yes, Wednesday.
Yesterday.
Started. Holy crap.
So by the time you hear this, it'll be day deuce.
Day deuce. Wow. It's so hard. Holy cow. It's bass fishing, guys. I ain't lying. I come back home from the Bassmaster Classic and I go right into an Angler's Choice event. Don't forget, guys, the Angler's Choice open house, virtual open house, is coming up at the end of this month. So I come right on into that. And then I think there's a Federation tournament. There's a Basscast tournament. There's a Basscast Kayak Series tournament. And we're crushing it. And we appreciate you guys. Love you. Mean it. Thank you to everyone. I'm going to shut up now, but we got to talk about our sponsor really quick. Third Eye Fishing, one of the hottest new companies in bass fishing today since debuting their first product in April of last year. Third Eye has released several innovative baits, including the Finesse Crawl, designed specifically for the Netco rig, a swim bait with one-of-a-kind sword tail, and many more. All Third Eye baits are custom designed and made right here in the U.S. of A, guys and gals. Check them out on social media, Third Eye Fishing and thirdeyefishing.com. And don't forget, guys, use the code BASSCAST15 to get 15% off your very first purchase. Try Third Eye baits and you will see the difference. Guys, thank you to them for sponsoring tonight's show. So Monday we're gonna drop gross, and then guys, next Wednesday Geek gets the week off because will be on the road Wednesday afternoon. Thursday is media day, so make sure you tune in to all the great content we'll be uploading to our website, Instagram, Facebook, and then we all know Friday it all begins.
I don't get to go.
I'm sorry, Geek. I'm sorry.
I don't get to go. Sadness.
I'm sorry. Whose autograph would you like me to bring back?
I'll send you my shirt. I need
Okay.
Iconelli. I need Skeet Reese, KVD. Right. I'll just send you a list.
Too much. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we'll be talking to you guys again soon.